How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of the Wolf Den Podcast. I am joined with my two great friends, Frank and Jino. Say hello.
Yo, I'm Jino. Hello.
Yo, YouTube. What's up? Jaws.
Yo, we're famous.
We're
Yo.
famous.
Yeah, we're famous.
So
Boys.
that's Frank
The
and
boys.
Jino for you. But yeah, guys, today this podcast, haven't done a podcast in a while. Actually, haven't done a podcast with these two in a while. Last time we did a podcast was uni, but we're doing another podcast on uni. Why? We're going back to uni. So last podcast, semester two of first year had just ended, and we had that nice crispy 4-month break. It has now been 4 months and we have to go back to university next week. What happened?
Pain,
Guys. How has it been 4 months already?
This is a scam. They took our. What happened to our vacation? What?
Honestly.
We got robbed.
Such a scam, bro.
So yeah,
Scam.
I got a whole list of prompts in front of me. We're just going to kind of talk about stuff. We're going to talk about our summer, talk about uni, our expectations, and, you know, all sorts of stuff. And we'll just see where the conversation goes. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, obviously, we have been off for 4 months. At the end of April 2020 is when the semester ended. It is currently, as we're recording this, August 31st, Wait, I lied. Did
2021.
2021. Okay,
You
sorry.
said 2020
I
back.
said 2020 before. We ended the semester at the end of April 2021.
Yo,
it
we're in
is
the future.
And it's now been 4 months, so we have university next week. But yeah, we've been on this nice vacation, quote unquote vacation. So let me just ask both of you, I know we probably know the answer to this already, but maybe just give a general answer. How has your summer break been these past 4 months?
Relaxing, actually. Like, we needed that 4 month, bro. Like, I even got a job too. And holy moly, it's tiring. Like, sheesh.
I want more. I feel scammed. Where's my
Yeah.
4 months?
Where's my
Oh, what's
Where
our,
did
what's
it
our
go?
8-month vacation?
For real.
Add another
For
4
real.
months and then we're Gucci. Nah, I'm just
Mhm.
kidding. We can't do that.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
so
mean, I wish it
Frank's
was a
been
thing, but-
relaxing and has a job now. So let's go, Frank. Everyone applause
Let's
for
go.
Frank. Let's go. Get some hype in the
Yo,
comments for Frank.
clap.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, he's not the only one. I did get a job too for a month. But I did it.
Let's go.
Let's go. But I got uni to focus on now. I'll get into everything I've done at the later on. But Gino, what have you done? I know you have also been doing school as well. You have done summer courses. How is that?
Oh, that was a huge mistake.
I've made a severe.
I've made a severe.
Unanimous mistake in the lapse of my judgment.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I didn't need to take it, but I took it, and I regret taking it now because I didn't need to take it. You know?
Wait, you actually didn't need it?
Yeah, I took it for fun.
Well, does it not help with your credits? Like, you can
Yeah.
kind of afford
No,
to
it
not...
doesn't. It's not part of like any requirement for me.
Not just requirement, no, but like
Oh, but
a
like,
credit. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
in
it
like,
still gives me credits, of course.
yeah.
but,
So
like-
doesn't there a certain amount of credits you need, or you just have to do a certain specific courses to get your degree or whatever it is?
I still meet the same. I still have like a lot of credits. Like the amount of required credits. Like I'm gonna have that anyway without
Okay.
taking summer courses.
Oh,
Okay, so
like,
what
it
you're
doesn't
saying
matter.
is where you were at once you finished second semester versus where you are at now in terms of your goal to finish this program hasn't changed.
Yeah,
Okay.
like literally me taking summer courses. I did that out of interest and not out of doing. Like I don't gain anything from it, you know.
But you gain knowledge, and isn't that
Exactly.
important?
And suffering,
Bruh.
bruh.
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. Yeah, I think the motive has just kind of been we found other things to keep us busy, but we've also been relaxing. Relaxing is a huge thing, and I played a lot of Switch, did a lot of stuff on YouTube. You guys know that if you've been watching the channel. Did a lot of stuff on YouTube for you guys. But yeah, just relaxing and just finding other ways to keep busy was the motive. For me, I did some cool stuff specifically in August, or the end part of this 4-month break. As we mentioned, did get a part-time job. Let's go. That was hype. Made a bit of money, which is nice.
Vlogs. He started vlogging.
Yeah, I started vlogging. Vlogging was fun. And I also have done driving school. I've enrolled into that, and I'm going along with that really nicely. And yeah, I'm excited to learn how to drive out here in Canada. Let's go. We out here in Canada.
Yo.
And yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was the vibe. So yeah. What's next to my prompts? I have this sticky note in front of me with just a bunch of like jot notes to help keep the conversation going. I have this thing here. So how did this time off feel specifically? So what I meant with that is, okay, let me elaborate. High school, right? High school ends. We have 2 months off, right? July, August. University is different because it goes much quicker and it's really condensed. But the kind of interesting thing is, hey, you get May, June, July, August off. Like that, those are the times when you're not a full-time student. So 4 months break, how did that feel specifically? The shift from a 2-month break to a 4-month break. What was that like for you guys?
Should I go first?
Yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't too much of a difference. I'm not gonna lie. It might have been because our schooling was online anyway, so like we didn't actually go to school. And it doesn't help that I took summer courses too, so yeah, it felt the same,
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
What about you, Frank?
I mean, as Gino said, I felt the same, but this time I felt more like I was so done with this, online stuff. I was just like, it's time to throw the towel in and just relax for the 4 months and just enjoy myself, hang with friends, talk, do anything that just get my mind away from school for the 4 months. And then obviously going back into it, I gotta we gotta start refocusing our mind into school, get that grind in, get the hard work in, and then next thing you know it's gonna be another 4-month break, and then we're gonna be like, yeah. But then right now, yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I get that. I think a key thing that I've learned, like you guys said, I think Frank said, like, throw in the towel. I want to relax for these 4 months. Having that mentality is great. Don't get me wrong. But at a certain point in the 4 months for me, I felt like, oh my god, am I seriously just going to be relaxing this whole time? Like, literally sleeping in and playing on my Switch all day? Like, when that's the only thing you can say is going on for you, it's kind of like, bro, what am I doing with my life? But I think the key thing to remember is like the time for relaxation is in this 4 months, because the second we go back to uni, like, dude, you're not getting any of that back. So kind of my advice to anyone like listening, or even to you guys as well, if you're relaxing in these 4 months, if you go like 2 weeks straight of just like chilling and honestly not doing too much, like sleeping in and like, staying at home, relaxing, chilling, don't feel bad about that, because you earned it, because uni was hard. Uni is hard. It's really stressful. It's really hectic, and it's super condensed. If there's a time to like be like, you know what, I'm just gonna like relax and not give a care, it's in that 4-month break. You're allowed to do that. You should feel entitled to do that. And I definitely I'd relaxed, and I don't regret it. Obviously I needed to, but don't feel bad about relaxing and taking your foot off the gas every once in a while. Is kind of my way of looking at it. But of course, you want to do some stuff, get out there, be a bit outgoing as well. So yeah,
it's literally a break. Use it as a break. Don't use it as don't go hardcore. You know, like just chill.
Unless you need to.
chill.
Unless you really need to.
If you're
then do it, go
literally
hard.
just gonna like lie in bed for like a whole 4 months straight, like that's good. That's good. That gets a thumbs up for me. Like damn.
Good guy. You earned
Yeah.
it.
Don't try and be like Jino or like
Okay. Like,
don't
If you think about it-
don't make the same mistake I did, bro. Like don't make the same mistake I did. It was so bad.
I mean, but if you think about it, some people take summer school because they need it.
Oh, that's
So,
true.
Some
If you need it, obviously take it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you don't need it, it's still good to gain
but
that
literally,
knowledge.
don't go out of your own way to like do stuff. You know.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think what you guys are trying to say is like, you know, uni pressures you like, oh my god, I gotta stay on top, I gotta like constantly be ahead of the game. Once it's the break, if there's time, you know, don't like, you know, try to like condense a bunch of like events into time. Like be like, okay, this week I gotta do this, and this. You can take a break, you can chill, you can unwind. It's okay. Like, you don't have to like go grind mode in that break. You can be productive, yes, you can do like, you know, summer school, a job, all these things, but you don't have to treat it as like, oh my god, like we're sweating, like, yo, insane beast mode kind of thing. Be like, okay, I'm gonna do it for like 2 days, then I'm gonna take a whole day off, then I'm gonna do it for another 2 days. Like, you can afford to do that. And I think when you can afford to do that, it's not the fact that you can afford to do that, you should do that because you don't want to burn out in your 4-month break. Who wants to burn out in the 4-month
Absolutely
break?
not.
No one wants to burn out. The time for
Unless you're
burning out
unless you're working,
is in uni.
then it's understandable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't don't like work like, you know, don't work like almost every single day
Yeah.
because obviously you're gonna burn
I
out.
think like an important thing is to like what's it called? Don't compare yourself to others. You know,
Exactly.
like I see a lot of people like, you know, doing jobs because they're going into res now because in-person classes are becoming a thing and all that kind of stuff, right? And it's different for every person, so don't do work just because someone else is doing it. You know, that too.
Yo, Jino, that actually resonates with me. Like, on a real note, yo. Because no,
Yeah.
that's why I did this part-time job. I observed that. I did exactly what you just said not to do. I looked around, compared myself, like, oh my god, she's doing this, he's doing this. I'm not doing anything. I should like really do something, shouldn't I? And then, of course, obviously, I want money. Like, of course, I want money. But like, a main factor was like, am I really gonna say like I didn't do it anything? Like, I kind of got it for the sake of having the label. Like, I fell into that kind of trap, you know, like, oh, I got it for the sake of saying, hey, I did that. I can say I did that just like everyone else. Like,
Yeah.
of course, money, obviously. Like, getting money is great. Getting a check is great. Yes, I like money. Everyone likes money. But
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like money?
guys, the Switch games I can buy. Yo.
Yo, true,
Yo.
true.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely follow Jino's advice. Like, you know, don't compare yourselves to others. Everyone's situation is different. Something that works for someone else isn't gonna work for you, and you never know. Like, you might think, oh my god, like, they're doing it all and I'm not. They're doing what works for them, you're doing what works for you. At the end of the day, you guys will both be, you know,
Happy.
happy and doing what suffices and what needs to happen for your life. So, you know, just don't compare yourselves to others. Do what you gotta do for you.
Words.
Words.
Let's go.
Yo, we became so motivational there. Yo, let's go.
Yo.
All right, next thing I'm moving on to. This might seem like a bit of a question that I expect like you guys might say like answer no to, but I do genuinely want you to think about this question. Do you miss anything from uni? And like, you know, like not just uni, but like the lifestyle of it and kind of like the grind of it. Is there something like in this 4 months you're like, you know what? In uni I did this, kind of missing that a bit.
Honestly, no.
Okay.
wait, you
It's
gotta
hard
give me a
to think of
second
it,
to
'cause,
think about
like-
this.
Yeah, the obvious answer is no, but if I like feel like if you think about it, you're like, you know what? There was that thing. I can start if
See-
you want.
The only issue I'm thinking is if we're in person, the answer would differ.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Okay,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
online.
We were all
It-
online.
if we
Honestly,
were online, so my general answer is no, because
yeah.
every day we did basically the same thing. Here and there we might do something a little different, but overall, just doing the same thing every day in like the same place that you relaxed didn't clash together. Plus, it just
Bro.
made stress just kept building on and on.
I can't believe we're going back to that. I can't believe we're going
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna get to that at the end of the podcast.
It didn't feel good.
But yeah,
So
Mhm.
overall, I say no. If it was in person, then it would be different.
okay.
It would be like
Yeah,
half yes.
That's a good point. I didn't actually consider that when writing the question, so that is a good point. We were all online. We didn't have anything in person in our first year, so I guess that sways our answer.
Oh, one thing I
Yeah,
do
go on.
miss.
Okay.
There's this like promotion where you get 6 months free of Amazon Prime if you're a student. I miss that. that's like the only thing I
Wait,
miss.
is it just a one-time thing for that?
No, you can still do it. Actually, for the university I'm in right now, we switched over to Microsoft Office so we can renew it. So we get 12 months free. I know.
What?
Wait, Microsoft
Amazon-
Office? What?
Yeah.
Isn't that free for students
I mean,
anyways?
Outlook. We moved
Oh.
to Outlook.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We went from using Google, like Gmail, to Microsoft Outlook. And since
Bruh,
like
so-
the email address is different, we get like an extra 6 months.
you get to just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Bro.
The email input's gonna be different, so you can get away with that again. I see.
You just type in your email and then boom, 12 free months.
No, because
GG.
it thinks it's two different people.
Mhm,
Bruh,
exactly,
That's huge
exactly.
brain.
That's big brain.
Yo,
What?
insane.
I mean,
Hmm
the only thing I like about is as a uni student, we get discounts off.
Yeah, we got lots
some
of
things.
discounts on stuff.
So that's the nice part.
I don't know if I've ever actually used any.
I have used
I know
none.
there's some at Apple. Like if you go to the Apple Store, I think you can get some discounts.
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
you
use
buy-
anything, but
If you buy an iPad or a MacBook at Apple,
Mhm.
you get free AirPods and then you get a free engraving on it. And I think there's like a discount on the iPad and the MacBook. I think.
hmm
is that as long as we're a university student?
Yes.
Yo, I might
I
look into
think-
that for like third or fourth year. I might upgrade my iPad or something.
Because I think according to the website, if you buy one for a college or a university or something, you get free AirPods.
That's hype.
You can even upgrade to the Pros for free, I think.
That's hype.
And you get an engraving on the case.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, I've
that's
heard of
pretty
it.
pog. But other than that,
I'll look
Apple
into
lower your
that.
damn prices, bro.
Dang. Yeah, that's facts. All right, for my answer to the question, do I miss anything from uni? I'd say for the most part, no, right? Because it was online. But I will admit there is a sense of comfort for me with uni in the sense that what I'm doing, I know everyone else is doing. When I wake up and have to study a textbook and do quizzes and stuff, the fact that I know everyone else is in that same boat is kind of comforting, you know?
Oh damn.
Because you know, like, everyone else is doing the same thing. And when you're doing good, it's like, hey, I'm doing good in the thing everyone else is doing. But then, like, for example, with summer, you can be like, oh, this person's doing this and I'm doing this. Like, you can't really compare when you're in uni because everyone's in the same boat. So for the like Jino said, like, don't compare yourselves. You can't really compare yourselves to people in uni because everyone's doing the same thing. So it's kind of reassuring and comforting to know, like, oh, I just, like, have to focus on myself because everyone's path is the exact same. There's no point out, like, peeking over to see what someone else is doing because they're just doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. So I kind of miss that. It's a reassurance thing, kind of for your ego, if that makes sense. But yeah. Next question I got kind of goes hand in hand with this one. So what did you enjoy escaping from uni in this 4-month break?
Oh boy.
Oh
How
boy.
much time you got,
It'll be a
Veekanine?
long one.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Yo, we're gonna be back in uni by the time we're done.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the very bad and connection, connecting and like Zoom calls with like, you get one good Zoom call and then you get another one that's like roboto is like the whole time, and then you're like, huh? What did that professor say? You're like, huh? And then they're going, and then they go roboto again. They're like, the whole time you're like, huh? And then it's like,
That's a good imitation.
no, literally, like it's so annoying.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to pick up something.
Specific sound when someone's voice lags on Zoom. I know the sound. Oh, it's just like, oh, it's like nails
So
on a
aggravating.
chalkboard. It's like, oh, stop.
So aggravating. Cause like I'm actually trying to pick up something, but no, the connection's like, no, you shall suffer and not get anything.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're gonna make the person speaking roboto.
Yeah.
True.
So annoying.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, I think, like I said before in the previous podcasts, like the delivery online was so like
Horrible.
not well done. You know, it was so
Horrible.
bad, so bad.
I have a point in the later on the podcast that kind of might address that, but yeah, for sure, the delivery wasn't that great.
Horrible.
Yeah.
0
Like
out of 10.
the whole year felt garbage. You know.
Yep.
But hey, we prevailed, so.
I don't know what you consider prevailing, but
We're still here, Jino. We're alive.
I
We're
mean, yeah,
alive.
we're
True,
still
true.
here, Jino.
True.
We haven't dropped out yet.
Yet.
I'm joking. Okay. Actually, for me, I think Frank was talking about the connection stuff. Funny story. I don't know if I told you guys this. So, I have 2 laptops right now. My Acer one, and that's what I use for all my YouTube, playing Minecraft and all that. But then I have a Surface Pro, and that's what I use for school. It has all my Word docs and all that on it. When uni first started, I went to my first lecture, Zoom lecture, on my Surface. Like, I kept getting kicked out of the Zoom thing because this computer could not handle Zoom. So I was panicking, and like I stayed like that for the first lecture, and then I was like, okay, that was weird. Second lecture, it's happening again. So what do? I download Zoom on this Acer computer, and then jump into lecture on this one, and then it's fine. And then I'm realizing like, oh my god, I have to use this computer specifically for Zoom now because this other one can't handle Zoom. So it was just such a nightmare because I would just have to like constantly like have 2 computers. Like I like having 2 computers, but like using them at this exact same time just to suffice for Zoom lectures. It was just whack. But the good news for me, guys, I've ordered a new laptop that's gonna replace the Surface Pro. Let's go.
Whoa.
Hopefully it comes really soon. But yeah, excited for it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to set it up.
I'm not ready to go back to school because in person's like, I'm not ready for that, bro. Like what?
Oh, actually, like, let me to elaborate to the podcast listeners. Gino's, you got a lot of in-person stuff, right? Like labs and stuff.
I go every day. I go to school every
Oh,
day.
jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm a mix of both.
Yeah, I think
I'm mixed right
Frank,
now.
you have one course that you have to go in person for on 2 different days.
And I hate it.
Yeah. And then
I
me,
hate it.
I specifically requested and set it up so I am fully online. And I know that sounds weird because I've been just like, you know, roasting online and saying it was bad.
It's better than having a mix of both.
Yeah,
you know?
I think a mix of both is really bad. Like my university keeps saying fall is going to be the transition semester where you can do some stuff online, some stuff in person. I'm like, I am not about to juggle having to commute to my university like it's 2 hours, like just to get there, like just for like a 1 hour tutorial or something, and then head all the
Literally
way
what I'm
home,
doing.
and then you know, then the next day like be online. Like keep it one thing, and like stop giving me a headache. So that's why I'm online, just because I don't like the whole idea of juggling around in person and online. I think that's worse than online on its own. So Yeah.
I'm literally doing that. I'm actually gonna hate it.
Yeah, I think my
That's
biggest piece of advice for you, Frank, is like the reason I don't want to do that is because fatigue. Like it's gonna make me feel tired. So I don't know, just manage your fatigue, get sleep, you know.
I know, but the thing that bugs me the most, the thing that bugs me the most is I have a 1 hour class.
Yeah.
And I have to travel all the way freaking downtown for the 1 hour class and then go all the way back. Like
it's like traveling 2 hours for 1 hour, bruh.
Exactly. Frank, you wanna know what's even more funny?
Like,
or funnier? Okay, our university, Frank, you know our university. Class starts 10 minutes after the time. You're not even there for an hour.
Exactly. I'm not even there for the hour, bro. I'm like there for like freaking
45 minutes or something.
45 minutes, man. Like, bruh, I'm getting scammed, bro.
Bro, that's actually so bad. Well, wait. Am I allowed to ask this? What sort of class is it? What sort of class is it?
It's a philosophy class.
Oh, I see. Is it for like labs or actual lectures?
There's one lab.
Lectures.
One lab's like an hour, and then there's like I think one actual lecture.
Oh,
It's
both?
it doesn't make, yeah.
Damn.
No, I think the Wednesday's the Wednesday is a lecture 1 hour, and then the Friday is a lecture 1 hour. I mean, not that 2 hours.
Probably split it up. Just be like, oh, the 1 hour you can probably like ask more questions or something like that.
Honestly, I'm really worried about like, future stuff for uni.
Yeah, same.
It's gonna really bite us, All
right. Okay, last question about summer and our 4-month break. I don't know how you guys are gonna answer this. But what has this time off, this 4 months off, what lesson has it taught you?
When you work hard, you feel more satisfied.
When you get a vacation, use it.
Yeah, that's good. Good answers. Yeah, I think for me, the thing I would say, kind of similar to what you guys say, just something along the lines of like, time is crucial. Like, use it. And don't take it for granted. Like,
Never take time for granted. Use
obviously
time.
Relax. If you genuinely need a day to sleep in.
Do it.
But like, if you have a choice of like, hey, should I go out and do something? Or should I just like do something mediocre? Don't do the mediocre thing. Like, do something that's worthwhile because that time is crucial. Like,
bro,
go out and do something. Go plan something.
I'm actually freaking out because we only have 1 week left.
Yeah. As the day we're recording this, university starts in a week from today, so yeah. That's why I want to record it right now, so.
A big sigh.
Yeah. But yeah, time off, guys. Kind of lesson, moral. Time is crucial. Use it. If you have time off, use the time off. Work hard if you want to work hard, but just know a thing is called a vacation, a thing is called a break for a reason. Use it to relax, use it to chill, because you never know when you're going to be begging for another moment like that.
Bro, you're making us sad. like that. Our time's already gone, bro. Our time's already gone.
Well, this is what we've learned, Jino. So we're gonna come back stronger next year.
The pain, no.
Okay, don't. We'll get optimistic by the end of the podcast.
True. Okay,
Here. Actually, so now I've will segue into now talk of going back. So, we are about to get back into the mix. We're about to go back into uni. Like we said, we're heading back in a week. So, specific question I'm asking you guys, how has August been for you guys these past, couple weeks? In terms of prepping for uni, what have you guys been doing? Just let me know.
Not prepared at all.
So what? You're not? Have you been doing anything?
I am. No. I've definitely checked my schedule. And
okay,
stuff,
obviously.
Honestly,
I'm ready. I should probably need to get a little more school supplies, which I have not done. I've been working.
Like for school in general and like supplies and that kind of stuff, I'm obviously covered because just use the same stuff you did in high school. Yeah. And honestly, I haven't done much prep for like the actual courses themselves, but I've just been like looking into like what courses I should take, and like choosing between them. Cause yeah. Honestly, that's kind of stressful by itself, because you don't know if the course you're taking is actually the right course for you.
Yep.
Like I'm still thinking about it. I might switch. Not for fall semester, but for like winter semester and all that. But yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm literally still figuring things out for my courses, which is not good. I bought textbooks, which is good, I guess.
It's good, but it hurt at the same time.
Yeah. And they force us to buy these textbooks with codes. It's so bad. It's a scam. It's a scam.
Yep.
Yeah, textbooks should really be like free. I had this conversation with Jino yesterday. In your tuition, like when they like,
it should be covered in tuition.
It should be covered in tuition. Like don't add money to what we already pay. Like what we already pay, some of that should be like any textbook students rent or buy for the semester. Just included.
Yep.
But no, that's a specific thing. We're gonna pay tuition, and then I might have to drop another $200-300 on a couple textbooks.
Yeah, we're only gonna use like probably once.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe they should just have like the high school system with textbooks. Just reuse the old ones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sign us a textbook with a number inside. If we lose it and don't return it,
then we pay
at the end of the semester, we pay for it. But if we take good care of it and bring it back, take it. There you go.
Like, I wonder why they don't do that.
I don't see the point.
So much better.
Yeah.
I don't see the point.
Is it because like textbooks get updated too much or something like that? That might be it.
Yeah, maybe.
But like, if you think about it, we're only gonna be using the textbook for like one semester.
That's true.
That's like a big waste of money, and a lot of textbooks. It's just, like we're gonna use it for one semester, and then the rest of the time is gonna be collecting dust.
I still have textbooks from first semester. I don't know what to do with them. I'm probably gonna sell them or try to
sell it for other first years who need it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like think about buying a textbook, like buying it because you need it. The university isn't profiting on that because I'm buying it. I'm buying a textbook from whoever makes the textbook, not the uni. But then like if I lose a textbook that you gave to me, you can lie about the price. Like let's say the textbook cost $100, you can be like, oh, you owe us $150, and then I give up $150. You earned 50 profit. The uni earns 50 profit.
I mean, I don't think you could lie about that kind of stuff though.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's better if they do the same.
But do the whole renting the textbook thing. Like give it to us, and then if we lose it, we pay you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's better. And then if the uni's weird, if the unit's whack, they can just try to profit off of it, because we know how unis be. They do try to profit a lot on us. So
they're already taking freaking
so much money.
Ugh.
Well, how much money does uni make a year?
Too much.
Too much.
Too much. That's the answer.
Too much.
That's right.
And it's not even like earned. Like
nope.
Like you.
Where does the money go?
I don't know.
Wait,
no idea.
It disappears. Like how's?
I don't know, man. I don't know where it goes. If it's being used to improve quality of life in the school, well, it hasn't.
Nope.
I mean, we don't know that for sure.
I mean, I think they use the money for construction.
And
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Construction. I mean, like, looking around campus, like, that probably costs a lot of money, like, the campus itself and all that.
Yeah.
Facility.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, maintaining the facility.
Yeah, but still, I feel like there should be, like, it should be cheaper,
It's called lower tuition.
Lower tuition. Let's go.
So we don't go freaking broke.
I don't get it. Like, why? If we're the future of this country, why on earth are they putting us into the workforce broke and in debt?
Exactly. And then when we come out, we have to freaking pay back shit, and we're going to be more.
Like, this is
Debt.
literally the reason why like everyone's screaming at politicians to make things quote unquote affordable, because we don't have the money because
Like,
you guys took
like,
it away from us.
I mean, what the fudge cakes?
We can easily have enough money to, like, you know, afford things that are of course at a reasonable price. But because of all this, no, we're screaming that things aren't affordable still.
Exactly. And do they listen? Nope.
Yeah.
We tell them, they like, oh yeah, we'll do it. Psych, we won't do it at all. Get debated, like, bro. This is hard-earned money, and then freaking, it's just, we're gonna have to pay all back, and then boom, $0 in the bank account.
Bro.
Depth.
That's annoying.
I mean,
man.
depth. Like, it's so aggravating.
It's annoying. Like, thinking that I'm dropping, like, I can't remember the exact amount I'm dropping, but on average, I think it's 7,500 each
Bro, you
year.
know how many good computers you can buy with that?
Bro, you know how many Switch games I can buy with that, yo?
You know how much good equipment we can actually buy?
Yeah, I made this point to YouTube before, right? With about how much you can pay on tuition. If I use the money to learn how to drive, get a car, get good equipment, here's what you do. Aspire and grind to become a full-time streamer on YouTube streamer, Twitch streamer, whatever, content creation. Do that on the side to be able to, like, afford, like, you know, rent and food and all that. Side job. Drive as, like, either, like, I don't know, like taxi, Uber Eats,
take out
DoorDash,
delivery.
whatever, some kind of delivery thing. Make some money like that. That's how you do that. And then just pop off, put the grind in, put the work in to, you know, content creation, Twitch and all that, and boom, you're off. And you won't have spent as much money as you would have spent doing a full program in university.
Yep. And if you took loans, well, you got to pay the loans back, and well, more debt.
Yep, it's pretty tough out here. The streets are crazy, but it is what it. Okay, I'm not gonna say it is what it is. Like, dude, change this, please. Like, I don't know who's gonna change it, but just change it, please.
I don't know. Yeah, it's freaking. I mean, we have a light compared to international students. They're paying like what we have to pay in freaking 4 years for 1 year. Like, that's
crazy.
That's even more bullshit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it's so stupid. You're having these people freaking paying for like plane tickets, come here to do an education, and they're paying for other stuff on top of that and tuition, bruh.
It's crazy.
That's like at least over 100K that could have been spent on maybe a car. Or
a car?
save or something.
Just the car for 100K. Damn.
Yeah, like a car, or you save the rest for something else. Insurance, maybe upgrading your phone, maybe investing.
Stonks.
Yeah, stonks. Getting the stonks. But nope. It has to be paid off for education. Like, bruh.
Yeah. All right, podcast. I know we are kind of ranting and complaining about uni, but I mean, I think that's just the nature of it for anyone. If you're not in uni or haven't been in uni, you know, I don't think you'll understand unless you experience it and kind of have this eye-opening moment of, yo, we're putting money into this, aren't we?
Yep.
I feel like this is always going to be a thing people will be ranting, complaining about, no matter what. But, you know, we move past it. Hopefully change happens one day. But I'm going to move on to my next thing. I don't know if you guys have the optimism to answer this question, but we're going back to uni. Some stuff in person, but, you know, also some stuff online. What are you excited for, if anything?
Meeting new people, actually.
Good answer.
Because I'm so annoyed that I didn't meet a lot of new people in first year, because it just really took the first year's experience away. And like, it's so annoying. It's like if you were gonna meet someone, you have to go do it over like Zoom, and that's weird. Like I
Yeah.
actually want to interact with someone, get to know them, like have a chat, a laugh, study if we have the same class, I just get that full experience for first year. But nope, ruined by
The Rona.
said the Rona.
The Rona.
Yeah,
I wanna
I'm
meet
not gonna lie. I sort of agree and disagree with what Frank said because I'm not gonna lie. I just don't want to interact with people anymore. That's what Corona has done to me, bro. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to meet new people. I kind of want to just chill. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That is a mood. That is a mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of felt like that too. A bit. I don't want to feel like this, and I'm probably not going to feel like this. But our friend group that we know, that's great. I don't know if I want to meet new people. I'm like, I like who we got already.
Good friend group. Like what?
Like I got a great friend group already. Like I don't need to change it. We don't need a new friend group. We don't need another side friend group. Like I like how it is, but obviously I want to meet new people. Get to know people. I think that's part of the uni experience. That's part of being independent. And going out there meeting new people. One thing about it being online that sucked about first year. You know how many friends I thought I made, but just didn't make because they just texted me one. Okay, I'm gonna go into WhatsApp right now. Let's see if I find it.
I mean, I made like there's a WhatsApp group chat I made friends with, right? And we added each other on Instagram, but then it's like, well, we just added each other on Instagram and we're gonna say nothing after because that group chat was made for to do work and stuff, right? And then everyone's gonna leave that group chat because it's like, well, we're done. So
Yeah.
group chat not needed, and it's like, well,
I only talked to one person through text in all the first year. So yeah.
Yeah, I get that. One person, I was in class for some philosophy type class, and we were talking in the group chat, and then I was just talking about something, and then they saw that I understood the concept of the course or whatever lesson we were on. So then they text me one-on-one, and then they start texting me. I'm helping them, and then I think it was a quiz the next day or next couple days. So then we're good luck with the quiz, and being all friend. I thought I was being friendly. I thought they were being friendly. That happens. The quiz happens. After that, never talks to me again. Okay. I thought hey, we have something to go off of. We can maybe talk, be friends. Nope. And then I had this one person who would always not only talk to me through texting, but also talk to me in the Zoom calls as well, on mic. It doesn't talk to me anymore now, because school isn't a thing anymore, or the course is done. So it's wow. And I swear, if they have the audacity to find out we're in the same course for something again, and then start talking to me because they know we're in the same course again, ooh. They have some audacity.
The audacity.
I don't think anyone made actual friends this year.
Yeah.
It's just acquaintances,
Okay, I think I made some
which is alright.
good acquaintances, honestly. I remember it was my birthday, and I put something on my story on my birthday, and someone that was in my marketing group this past semester, who I had every week I had a 3-hour Zoom call with them, because it was the group working together, and that lasted 12 weeks or whatever. It was my birthday. I put something up on my birthday, and then they DM'd me happy birthday. I was oh, cool, that's nice. They don't really know me, but that's nice. That's nice. So I feel that's a person I could probably be acquainted with. Followed me on IG and sent a nice message, even though they really didn't have to. So I think people like that, those people are good, and I think you can be you know what, they can be a good friend if we see each other on campus or something. So yeah, epic stuff. All right. Next point. I got about 3 points left. Okay, this is going off of something Jino said earlier. So Jino said the delivery of online uni was garbage. It was pretty bad. And I remember at the end of the last podcast, I had said this, and I kind of want to address it here. I at the end of the last podcast, I said, you know what I hope they do? I hope, it's uni ends, everyone like leaves all the buildings, everyone packs up. Well, like what do you call, like the head people at the uni, all the faculty will get together, like a big round table and be like, yo guys, that was bad. What are we gonna do to improve it next time? So do you think so my question to you guys in the podcast is, do you think they being like university and higher ups, talked about how to improve the delivery of online uni or just university in general going forward? Do you think they had that talk?
Obviously.
Because like if they didn't have that talk,
they do those kinds of talk for like in-person classes too, like even before Corona. So like, of course.
yeah. Because if they didn't have that, well,
yeah.
it would just be
online courses were
catastrophic.
so bad. Obviously, they'd have to talk about that.
Mhm.
Honestly, okay. One other reason why I don't want to go back to in-person classes is because, like, having subtitles and 2 times speed is so good.
For me, it's being able to go back like 5 seconds
I know.
to see what they said again. Like, what did they say there? And then I go back.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have videos anymore in live lectures.
I wish real life had a feature like that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like when you blank out, you just go back 5 seconds.
Yo, for real. For real. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's such a big point. Like you could focus on other things too while you're doing your work. It's not like you're in a lecture hall and like sitting down and you're stuck on something, You're stuck on you're stuck on writing notes, right? Like you could do other things at home while we were listening to like the pre-recorded lecture and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so like advantageous that like I don't want to give that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So
wait, what were you talking? What was the original question?
So like, do you think they talked about how to improve? So let me kind of elaborate a bit more. So obviously the delivery was bad, right? Mm-hmm. Are we thinking it's going to be the exact same? Like, so for me, like I'm in online courses. Like I have some courses online that were probably taught online, last semester as well. Do you think the course and how it's delivered is going to be much different this time now that they've had that talk?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be the same?
I mean, already just like looking at like fall versus like winter, it's already getting better, I think. So like, just give it some time, And I think it's gonna be better,
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's good to have some optimism there, but I think you genuinely believe that, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope it's good too. Like honestly, I think I had an announcement for one of my courses, and the prof seems really nice. I don't know if that's because they're genuinely a nice prof, or if they've probably learned some compassion in the delivery of like messaging and like
it's like a Pokemon, bro. Professor has learned compassion.
Yeah.
But he already knows 4 moves. Which move should he forget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, like the first thing, like nice introduction message, talking about like, oh, they hope we had a really nice summer, all this stuff, looking forward to meeting this. Lots of like nice positive words in there. And then really like what's the word? Like welcoming us with open arms, if that makes sense. Like feeling don't worry, like I'm here. You don't have to worry about anything. No need to hesitate. Don't feel nervous. Like really like making us feel calm in like stepping foot into their quote unquote classroom, because it's gonna be on Zoom. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's because it's a nice prof, or if like maybe the council or whatever was like, okay, yo guys, let's be nice to them, because I think that can go a long way. So yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Frank, did you want to add anything, or should I move on?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, okay, no problem. All right, so this semester, I don't know about your university, Jino, probably is like this as well, but at Franken I's university, it's called the transition semester. So stuff's in person, stuff's online. So with that, what do you think this semester will be? Like, how do you think it's going to be? How's it going to play out this quote unquote fall transition semester? What do you think it's going to be like? Can I go on?
It's gonna be messy because you have in person and you have online courses. Yeah, a little all over the place. Controlling.
Okay, I see what Frank's going.
You know what I'm
at.
trying to say? It's like if you have one course that's online, right, and then, and then you have another section that's the same course but it's in person, and then the online, let's say they have a quiz or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Like, wouldn't the people online just be able to cheat easier?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I actually wanted to get into.
That would be so unfair for the people in person.
Honestly,
I think any quiz or evaluation they do should be online.
Yep.
That's my
I
take.
think it's gonna be.
Like,
so
even if
don't-
you go in person, like, let's say it becomes like, oh, okay, your first midterm. If you go to class in person, you're writing your midterm online, just like everyone else that isn't in the in-person section. I think that's loud. In person is good for the experience, and actually, if you want to like be in a lecture hall, that's what in person is good for. Do not like make it so they're forced to write evaluations in person, no open book and stuff when other people have that, because that's not fair.
That is so not fair.
I don't actually know how they're gonna play that out, but I genuinely think they should do it like that.
Yep.
Everyone's on the exact same playing field, no matter if they chose in person or online. Because not only is that like a preference thing, it could also just be a safety thing. Some people don't want to go in person. Us specifically, like, yo, Toronto is pretty, like, you know, populous.
I really don't want
cases can go up. Like, there is a genuine reason to be concerned about the safety aspect of it. So that's another reason I'm also good about. Feel
honestly, well, Frank. Oh, okay, let's step back because I was gonna say something about
okay, go on.
Frank's. You said it was gonna be like messy, right?
Yep.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be clean. You know, because for me personally, only my labs are in person. You know, and I think labs, like, they have to be in person because, you know, they're labs. But like lectures and stuff, it's all online, and I think that's the way to go. I think it should have been like this from the start, but it couldn't be like this because of Corona, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, labs obviously make sense to be in person.
Okay,
because
wait, Gina, the way you described your thing, like, that makes sense. A lab should be in person.
Yeah.
But if some lectures are online and some lectures are in person,
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think
a mess.
Yeah,
that's
that's messy because what's the point? Like, I get I get certain courses you need to be in person because it makes because let's say you're doing something science related, right? And you're experimenting. Doing it in person makes way more sense because you're actually doing it live.
Yeah.
But if it's like a course where you're not doing something science related, that could be easily done online, and do it online. Why not? Why do it in person? Doesn't that just take up space for like another course that needs the space, like in person? Like, that's gonna be like. It's just
I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been thinking about like online and in-person lectures over the summer. I'm slowly leaning towards like having online lectures. Like, I feel like that's like the way to go, you know.
Yeah.
Mainly because of all the pre-recording and, like, you know, we could speed it up, captions, you could go back, you could even download the video, you could watch it on your phone. Like, like, I honestly think online lectures are the way to go.
I think a good point with that is accessibility. The fact that, like, you can choose the time you want to, like, sit down and study material, choose the device even you want to do the material. Like, if you don't want to have a big computer screen open in your face, but you're more than happy to, like, look at your phone, do it on your phone. And, you know, I think that option, that flexibility, goes a long way. I think that can be even more motivating for students to learn. It's risky because there's chance for distraction and, you know, not that one-on-one interaction, but there are positives to that format, if that makes sense.
I feel like I could, like, focus better at home sometimes. nowadays, especially after a whole year of doing that, you know? Like, I don't feel ready to go back into a lecture hall, sit down for a solid like 3 hours, doing nothing but taking notes. Like, I don't know if I could do that anymore, you know?
Yeah. I think
Like-
the key problem is every time we've entered, you know, every time you had the first day of class of an online course, you know, the first thing they say is like, guys, I know these are trying times. I know this isn't the ideal situation, but we're going to get through it. If that were to eventually shift, it's like, okay, guys, welcome to your online course. Like, an online course is just said, like, without any hesitation, like, no feeling weird about it. Like, hey, guys, no, this is how it is. Like, this is how we're going to deliver it. Once it gets like that, and it's like, okay, no, we know this is how it's going to be like, then there's no complaining. I think it becomes mainstream.
Yeah, and I think it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like even after Corona is over, I feel like lectures should be online, like especially for some of them, you know, or at least pre-recorded for some beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, when you think about how many people like go to school, like even in high school and uni, they go to the class, they learn something, they didn't understand it. What do? Like, go on YouTube and watch a guy on YouTube teach it.
Exactly, that's true.
It's like, okay, the answer was watching a guy on a video. Teach it by a guy on a video. So, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like this year, I've noticed, like now that you mentioned it, like I haven't like really gone back and like, you know, had to like search up on YouTube how to do things, because we have the lectures right here, like online.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think the lesson that you learned, I learned, but like, honestly, with driving school. Because I remember the longest time I didn't want to do driving school is because I was like, but guys, I need the in-person stuff. I need the test taking because I'm good at that. I've been good at that in high school. Dude, I took this online course. Like, dude, it was so nice. Super interactive, super like easygoing. So cool to like log in and do it whenever I wanted to. And I remember like I was like complaining so much of like, oh my god, why can't I just go to the class in person to do it? And I kept emailing them and they were like, the class is online, it's probably gonna stay like that. And I was like, bruh. But you know, now that I've done it, I'm like, yo, I'm glad I did that online. Like, that was good. Like, that was a good experience, driving school online. So, you know, take that as you will with uni, but you know, as much as like there's negatives and we are going to complain about specific negatives, there are specific positives that are really like a boost, like a plus for us. So yeah, that is great. So yeah, two conflicting opinions. Some of you guys saying, or some of you guys, it was Frank saying that's gonna be messy. Jino saying it could be clean and a nice transition. I personally think it's gonna be a thing in which people that have, you know what actual in-person is like will be surprisingly shocked to come back, if that makes sense. You think like, okay, finally, like a fourth year or something is like, okay, finally, we're going back. Like, I wanted this for so long. And they're gonna go back and they're gonna be like, oh my god, wait, this is what it was like in person? And they're gonna feel a bit lost. I think a key terms to describe how this is gonna be is confused and lost. Because I think it's gonna be hard to actually get back into the swing of things. I feel like if people magically expect like, you know, the kind of atmosphere and the marks to go back to how they were when they were in person, like, that's not gonna happen. You're gonna still notice some outliers, like this semester will still be an outlier semester, and you'll be like, huh, but we're in person. And I think the key thing is it's not magically like back to normal. It's gonna take a while to get back to normal, whether that be 1 or 2 semesters. But you know,
I hear a lot of people saying that like everything will be back to normal by winter semester. What do you guys think about that?
Like in terms of the actual situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too, and that's generally what I'm planning on. Like I'm planning on like I said, right now all my courses are online. For winter semester, if everything goes well, like, you know, like we actually handle this pandemic, like I am set and ready to go to every single class in person in winter, if that's allowed, and that becomes like the default. I'm set to do that, but it depends. I think that question depends on your region. Our region specifically in Ontario, I don't know. Cases have been slightly going back up as of late, but I don't know how they're gonna handle it. I couldn't answer if things will be good by winter or not. It really depends. That can change
Honestly,
in
even
literally a day.
like I said before, even if things go well, I hope we sort of stick to this for a bit longer, because I sort of like this.
Yeah.
There's positives and negatives. I feel like they're finally getting a hang of online schooling, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like, now Corona's starting to end at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. No.
Yeah,
We're
no,
just in a
honestly, the way you
constant
described
state
it, like, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for you. Like, labs in person, yes, that makes sense. Everything else online, okay. That kind of balance and juggling around of different things, I wouldn't even call it juggling, it just makes sense. That is a, like, lifestyle you can get accustomed to. And might even be more efficient.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Plus,
I see
I'm
what
going
you're
to
saying.
school like every day anyway. Like it does like. I feel like it should be like this, you know. I feel like it should be like this.
Okay, I think with this podcast, let's just, for when Jino says this, I think specifically for what he has right now, like labs in person, because the labs should be in person and lectures online. That specific scheduling format is what he likes, and yeah, that would make sense for me too. If I had labs, I don't think I have labs. I was supposed to have a lab for a course last semester, in first year, first semester, but obviously COVID, so it was just turned into a lecture. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, last question or prompt thingy. It's kind of like a nice little optimistic, more about you guys. So obviously it's been the break and we've talked about, you know, what's coming up ahead for us in uni. And I feel like everyone definitely has an answer to this. But what is your plan to approach all this? It's a brand new semester, you know, 4 months off. We can now reflect on how first year went. We have an idea of what's coming ahead. What is our game plan to approach uni moving forward? Like any like tips, like techniques you might have learned? Like
Lie down and cry for the next 8 hours before going to school. Big brain. Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah.
Get your work done,
sorry,
I guess.
say that.
Get your work done. If you do have, like, get your work done. Make sure, like, double check all your essays, your projects, whatever you're writing or you're doing. Double check, triple check, quadruple check if necessary. Make sure you're following the formats that are given now. Make sure you're writing it. Like, if you're doing a writing course, make sure you're writing the right style, the right tone. And then overall, just work hard. It's gonna get hard, but you know, we're gonna get through it regardless. And then after that, you're gonna feel accomplished. You're gonna feel happy. You're gonna be like, I did this. Yo, now I'm gonna continue doing this. And then when you finish, like, when it hits summer, and you're like, yo, I did like all that. Like, I feel good. So yeah.
Yeah, good point. I think, so for me, my plan to approach all this is, what I learned is, as I said in the podcast already, time crucial. If you have time to relax and use that time wisely. But I think for me, a key thing I have resonated on and thought about, and I've had this talk with Jino a couple months ago. I used the term healthy lifestyle, like with you guys a lot, and being like, guys, I want that healthy lifestyle. And then I also say the term work ethic. So I think healthy lifestyle and work ethic are key things I want to kind of take to help me with uni. Because I think the thing with uni that was annoying is you had to feel like ready for uni. Like you had to like feel like you wanted to do university coursework, and then you also needed the time as well. So for me, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna wake up early. Like I wake up at like 7, which I know you guys think is really early, but I don't know.
I mean, everyone has
their own times. But in year 1, I never woke up at 7. I only woke up at 7 a.m. when it was for a course that had a lecture that started at 8, and that was just like for one semester. So that's the only time I did that. But I've been waking up at 7 a.m. for the past like 2 months, just cause healthy lifestyle, want to live that. But I think I'm gonna do that in uni again. I'm gonna try to wake up at 7, get my day started, get that extra like half an hour or hour of time to like, maybe get on a textbook reading. And I think that can go a long way. And then, limit my time on my phone. Don't play video games. I know I talk about the Switch a lot. We're gonna have to put away the Switch for a while. Only take it out and play games when like you've got some downtime. Don't make downtime for yourself, but when you've got downtime, then you can focus on that. But yeah, other than that, just stuff to increase the time you have, and then just kind of approach everything with an optimistic attitude. I know it's going to be hard. You guys all know it's going to be hard, but regardless, time's going to go on. Whether or not we choose to be happy and optimistic about this, or whether or not we choose to, moan and be all negative about this, time goes on, and we're going to be, we're going to complete the semester no matter what. So you might as well complete it being the most optimistic that you can be. So yeah, that's my little piece of advice for both podcast listeners and you two as well. So yeah.
Well, okay, I'll make my own statement too, since you guys both did one, I guess.
Yeah, go on.
Just do what you gotta do. Literally. My thing sort of goes against Vickash's, but you don't need like a schedule or anything like that. Just know your limits,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get that.
Know what you gotta do. Do it on time. Try not to procrastinate. It's alright if you do. Don't make it a habit. Yeah,
break
that's
habit
about it.
if you need
That's
if you
about it.
need to.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel like if you're disorganized, make a schedule. Stick to the schedule to the best of your ability. And then, and as Jino said, know your limits. Don't push yourself.
Yeah, don't push yourself. Trust me. I have a friend. I'm not gonna say their name, but you guys, okay, the one in our friend group that like stays up till like 5 a.m. studying. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't be like them.
Don't.
If you're listening to this, you already know who you are. But, know your limits. Do not lose sleep over university.
Sleep is the most important thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
And do not ever lose it. Because if you don't get enough sleep, you're not going to be functioning properly for the day.
It's very detrimental. You might think like, oh, it'll be like like the next day I might feel bad, but if you make it a habit, like it really has an effect on your mentality. So
Yep.
just do what you can to stay healthy. And if you break that habit sometimes, like, oh, sometimes you procrastinate, oh, sometimes you ended up like pulling an all-nighter, like don't be like, oh god, I failed. Like, no, don't worry, it's okay, just try to get back on track.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, guys, I think that is gonna wrap things up for this podcast. Our 4-month break has come and gone. It's okay, we'll get to another one in no time. We'll be back making another podcast when that happens.
And videos.
Yeah, we'll make back with videos. And also, guys, if you guys have stuck around with this and you're just kind of interested with the channel, this is my last video for a while. I might make little videos here and there while I'm in university, but until then, you're probably gonna have to wait till winter break or next summer. So yeah, sorry, or I guess I hope you understand. But yeah.
Suck it up. You don't get no videos, Lamau.
It was a blast making content for you guys, though. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a lot of new subscribers. We got followers on Twitch as well. It was just a blast this summer. having YouTube as a thing to do. And yeah, I'm grateful for everyone that supports. But guys, I'm going to end this podcast here. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.